Good morning, everyone. We're continuing the words of the CHOFETZ CHAIM, his introduction, describing to us why the sin of Lashon Hara is such a terrible, terrible thing. And he writes like this: V'nira pashut sha'atam she'chmir ha'Torah kol kach v'ze'ov. And it seems to be simple. The reason the Torah is so strict when it comes to this sin of Lashon Hara, Mishum shema'oirer bazeh harbes ha'mekatreg ha'godol klal Yisrael. It awakens and arouses many, many accusers and accusations against Klal Yisrael. V'al yedei zeh, and because of Lashon Hara, which creates these accusatory angels, bad angels against the Jewish people, al yedei zeh, it causes harei kama anashim bekama medinais. Many people will be killed in many different places, God forbid. And this is the language that is used in the holy book of the Zohar, in Parshas Pikudei. There is a spirit that stands upon those who speak Lashon Hara. And when people are aroused to speak Lashon Hara, even one person who decides to speak Lashon Hara, it awakens above a very impure and terrible spirit that comes from the heavens. Hanikres sichsucha, that's what it's called, sichsucha. And it kind of rests upon the Lashon Hara that was said. People who speak Lashon Hara open up the pipelines that allow this impure spirit to come down. And then this spirit goes up even higher from the words of Lashon Hara, and it causes death and sword and killing in this world. Woe to those who awaken the evil forces in the world. They don't guard their mouths and their tongues. They're not even worried about this. They don't realize that when they do something down here, it's going to awaken something above in the heavens, whether for the good or whether for the bad. And therefore a person, says the CHOFETZ CHAIM, must be so careful. And all of the accusers, they awaken the Nachash HaGadol, the great serpent, like the Yetzer Hara, the Satan, who is going to be accusing the entire world. All because you were down here and you spoke a few words of Lashon Hara. You got excited down here about the Lashon Hara. You perked up in the conversation. You opened your big mouth and you said gossip and ill speech about somebody else. You just triggered in Shemayim a death war that's going to take place, God forbid, because you awakened the Satan, you awakened the Nachash, you awakened the terrible, evil, destructive, impure forces that are in the world, and it comes back down here to bite a person, Rahman al-Islam. And therefore, says the CHOFETZ CHAIM, how careful must we be to realize that when you open your mouth in this world, it opens up pipelines of impurity, pipelines of devastation and destruction above, and it's all because of what we did down here. So obviously, says the CHOFETZ CHAIM, this is simple to understand why Lashon Hara is such a terrible, terrible sin, why a Beis HaMikdash could be destroyed, why we could be still wandering around in the gullus and the exile for 2,000 years. And that's because through our lips and our speech, we have awakened a squad of negative angels in this world that are going to come down and rain their missiles and their bombs upon us, God forbid, because of the explosive words of Lashon Hara that we say down here. Have a wonderful day.